All right, we're gonna do a quick look over my opponent's squad real quick before we send him the squad invite. What those speeds look like? All right, all right. We got some burners. All right, decent squad. Let's see if we can do something about it. Let's see if we can come out with this W. Let's see if we can come out with this W. Just looking at some of these X factors. Okay, all right, all right. Sound like I hear some playing in the background. I can't figure out where it's coming from. Okay, I found it. I was wondering what it was. I'm like, I just hear something. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there you go. There you go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, the stage is set for our final Thursday night game of the year between the New England Patriots and the Brooklyn Barons.
All right, let's go defense. Let's go defense. Let's start on D.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He took this week a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries.
Good job, D. Good job, D.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down, here's Walker. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And just
I didn't think he was going to play.
The loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over first and 10.
Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll be taken
Good job,
down at
Curtis.
about the 22.
My steer didn't get you the
Well,
first.
we know that he can beat you
Good
in
job.
different ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
Come on,
The
man.
next-gen stats show us
All you had to do was
how
pick
much
up that block.
yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Good pick.
Double coverage, and it's
Good
intercepted.
pick. I'll try to
Picked
force
up by
that.
Deshaun Elliott. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard
I tried to force that
line.
one.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him,
I say not like that.
"We gotta protect the football."
Not like
They cross
that.
that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to Walker on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Walker with another carry.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Option play, and they'll get... And some
I gave him the hole.
He'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Yeah, he
That's what that
did.
elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Good tackle.
He is met
Good
at
tackle.
the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On the counter, it's Walker. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Allen. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Lock at the man in motion. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And, boy, this is going to be close. That margin's a little short, and he didn't get there. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence.
That's fine. It took too long.
Record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence.
It won't let me jump.
It's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Patriots are going to take over.
He would not let me jump.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing play.
Wow.
Well, Charles, sometimes officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Give to Walker on the read option, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And Walker once more. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got everything.
He got that with that bad penalty. That's a bad
By the
penalty.
way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over.
He didn't want to catch it.
Pregame,
He didn't want to catch it.
doing it in live action.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Good catch, Curtis. Good catch,
And he'll be out of
Curtis.
bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Patsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I'm not sure that
I don't know. I guess I'm just not throwing it right.
That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Walker now at 1st and 10.
I don't know how he got out of all that.
He'll just push his way forward for as the clock will run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. This time they stay on the ground. Room here to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Left side complete to Lockett. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett.
I knew it was going to be something. I thought we did. We tripping.
Extend their lead
We good, though.
just
We good.
before halftime.
It's just the turnovers.
Extra point by Nagar.
The
is up
turnovers.
good.
And we know
Lead grows to 10.
how and why. We just still want to be hard-headed and throw out plays that we know ain't cutting it right now. But okay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Oh, so, man, we get called for a holding.
Take a shot.
Umpire threw the flag, usually
okay.
holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning,
let's just go ahead and get out the half, then. We get ball back.
Always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And touchdown! He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Barons have got it back to within a score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. 3rd quarter begins with a run by Walker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, Allen. Been able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Running right, here's Walker. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got it.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defensives. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, it's Balaj. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kalen Balaj with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Barons have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
Yeah, exactly, a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A pitch comes to Walker. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Allen Lazard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Lawrence going to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he fires one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. They run it with Balaj. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, big call. We going for it. We are going for it.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Okay, ready? Hey, Alpha! Look at me!
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Bravo!
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go.
In motion, the tight end.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin.
Let's go.
Yards.
And the Barons have moved out in
Now we got to play defense now. Now we just got to play
You'll be
defense.
seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of his end zone now is Calais.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score. And they're, oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll run here with Blanche. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is right there. It's good.
Well, a high second, I thought I missed that.
Game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the home team here,
their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7 and 8 now on the year.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6 and 9. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
That was a good game. Hey, Terry got 2. I'm in the 4-4. Yeah, I'm still in 4-4. Yeah. I'm about to say, I ain't think Terry had 2. I don't know how I didn't score off this one. Yo, Kurt Samuels had him a little game. That kickoff really saved the day. I think that what jump-started everything. Oh, it was just a nice hole. Got him one for the season. Just trying to see. You see it from the top, that matchup. Yeah, I think he clicked on his before I was able to click on mine. Alright, let's just watch Terry this time. Wish I got it on him. I think that was just one of the best throws Trevor Lawrence had. Yeah, from this angle. That was a nice throw. Field goal. I feel like that was a good game. Maybe he'll stop holding. Dang, so I missed it by 5. Yo, how many turnovers did I really have? Or did we break even? Yeah, he went crazy running the ball. We had 4 turnovers, and I think all of them was interceptions. Yep, 4 picks. Got sacked once. Oh, his longest 65. Yeah, but after that though, yo, they kind of put them clamps down a little bit. Yo, Curtis Samuels. Yo, Curtis had him a crazy game receiving wise. Well, yard wise. He had no touchdowns though. And Terry. And he really didn't throw it that much. So I don't know, man. We might have to get this man some money. Who held that sack? The center. Jalen Jones stayed in our backfield. Look at that report. His single tackle was a sack. Go ahead, bro. Sean Elliott with 3 picks. Crazy. Howard with 2. Okay. Everybody trying to get their money, huh? Well, that was the game. Until next time.